Hi everyone, welcome to Must Read Monday. My name is Dabney. I'm the young adult librarian with the Twin Lakes Libraries, and I use they, them pronouns. For today's episode, we are going to be talking about new books at the Hancock branch in the Mary Vinson Memorial Library. This is not all of the new books, this is just what has arrived this week, and I am very excited, as always. So real quick, I am going to talk about some of the ones I've already read and then show off like the rest of these. There's a lot, so I'm just going to go really quickly. As I've probably said before, I get a lot of advanced readers copies for books, and I try to read as many as I can, so these are ones I've already read. So they're great. First, we have Highly Suspicious and Unfairly Cute by Talia Hibbert. This one is like extremely cute. It is set in England, so FYI, if you're reading this and you're kind of confused, I mean, I feel like it's obvious right away, but this is about two former best friends who had like a bad friend breakup kind of around the beginning of high school and became like enemies, I guess, you know, that seems very dramatic, but like, they like get on each other's nerves, they pick on each other, they're like mean to each other, and you're just like, oh my heart. And they're both like very smart, like kind of, you know, academic rivals as well, and they both get into like this special program where they're going to be a part of, it's like a leadership program, and part of the program is going out and camping. So they're kind of forced back together, and as they're like kind of have this forced proximity, they're getting to know each other again, like building up this tentative like temporary truce friendship that grows into more. So I loved it. It is hilarious. It gets you in your feels. There's a lot of like good mental health representation going on, and yes, it is so good. Definitely pick this one up. Then look at this beautiful tiny thing, Mysteries of Thorn Manor by Margaret Rogerson, who is one of my faves. Like, just go read all of her books. We have them at the Mary Vinson. This is a follow-up novella to Sorcery of Thorns, which so good. Like magical, like sentient, evil books. You've got librarians with special powers. You've got like, you know, magicians, all this good stuff. So this is a sequel to that book, kind of letting you know what's going on with the characters now. So it is kind of required that you read Sorcery of Thorns, which you won't regret, and then read this, and then you'll just be like, oh, my life is complete. It's so good, and look at that cover. I love it. Just so good. Okay, and this one, The Buried in the Bound by Rochelle Hassan. Loved it, of course. It gives me a lot of like Holly Black vibes, if you've read any of her books. So there's lots of fae, there's magic. Our main character is a hedge witch, whose town, who she's like very deeply bound to, is kind of going through this like massive upheaval. Things are going drastically wrong. She's trying to keep a hold of it. Meanwhile, you have one of the other characters who is cursed. He was cursed to forget his true love when he turned 16, and you find out like his entire family has got different curses going on. So he's trying to break this curse. They end up working together, and then you have this mysterious character who has a lot going on and is suffering. So I'm like, I love suffering. So I'm like, who suffered the most between these two guys? It's a lot. So this, absolutely loved it, and I believe it's the first in a series, so I can't wait to read more by this author. Just impeccable. Okay, now into the other new books that I haven't read. First up, we've got some new manga. Given my beloved Jujutsu Kaisen. I did read this one. I feel like with a lot of shonen manga, it gets to the point in the story where I'm just going to be confused for a while. That's where I'm at with that one, but that's okay. Queen's Quality. Okay, then we're going to do Hancock branch books. Look at this massive book. Book 4 in the Last Magician series, The Shattered City. So if you haven't read this series, we have it at the Hancock branch. These are not new. We have the UK editions of Nick and Charlie and Loveless by Alice Oseman at the Mary Vinson, but the Hancock branch got the shiny new US editions with art by Alice Oseman, and I'm like, yes, check them both out. They're delightful. We've got the Cartographers. 7% of Roe Devereux. Riven. Breakup from Hell. I love this title and this cover, just gotta say. The Gathering Dark. This is an anthology of folk horror. Really excited for that one. Oh, okay. We are all so good at smiling. This author, Amber McBride, wrote one of my favorite books that I read last year, Me, Moth, and this is another novel in verse, and this cover is gorgeous, and I'm very excited to read this. This is not a personal statement. And then we have Rebel of Fire and Flight. So those are Hancock branch. Next, we have another stack from the Mary Vinson. Move these guys out of the way. Oh, all my books are falling. A Tale of Two Princes. This just looks really funny to me. I hope it is. Oh, there go the books. The Stolen Heir by Holly Black. This is one of my very highly anticipated books. So if you've read The Cruel Prince, The Cruel Prince is the first of Folk of the Air. This is set within that world. Friday, I'm in Love. I absolutely love this cover. Very excited to read this one. Play the Game. I also like this cover because you don't see too many that look like, photo quality. So like pictures and covers and kind of like this collage. I like that. As You Walk On by Julian Winters, who is a Georgia author. So always want to push his books and get y'all to read them because every single one of them is just really delightful, and that one is definitely up there in my to-reads. Reggie and Delilah's Year of Falling, another very cute cover. We have, I think, 2 other books by this author in our collection, so if you fall in love with this, you have more to read. And then we have Unseelie, which just based on this title and cover, I'm guessing is about the Fae, possibly magic. Yes, it is about twin sisters, different as night and day, both on the run. Sounds good to me. So those are what we've got in currently. Please come check them out. I know school is out today, I think, for everyone. Happy winter break, President's Day. So it's a perfect time to come to the library and check out a ton of books. All right, I will talk to you all next time. Bye.